And we're live. Six secret banking bureaus that are affecting your banking account, your credit repair, your business, your merchant accounts, your ability to take and process payments, your ability to get bank accounts. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how it affects your credit repair, how it affects your life. We're going to get into it. Thank you so much for being on the live stream yet again and watching the replay at home, at work, where you're at, on your phone, on your computer, on your TV, streaming on your whatever it is. Thank you so much. I noticed I haven't had time to shave or get a haircut. Hope I'm looking all right, okay? We're going to get into it with letting a few people trickle in and pop up and populate part of the subscribe tribe and the notification gang. So make sure if you're on here for the first time, you hit the subscribe button, you hit that bell for notifications so you can be here on the lives because we're giving out this awesome secret VIP content, okay? Got a few people coming in. Happy Friday. Hello, Ellen Barley. Brandon, you're the best. You're the best. Thank you. Brian, right? Subscribe tribe. Awesome. Good to see you, Garrett. Jerome, keep that camera tight. That camera tight. All right, cool. Excellent. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So got a live stream, different time. See if we get more subscribe tribe members in because I know not everybody can do afternoon. Not everybody can do evenings. Not everybody can do weekends. Some people can do mornings. Hey. And we'll try and do some more at different times to help individuals out. And if you're watching replay, thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up if it helps you out. Okay, so I got my nice shirt on. Hope I look all right. I got a meeting right after this, so I'm just going to be mindful of the time. I got to jump into a meeting for the company, Awesome Life Group. Got some cool stuff going on. So got to make sure that I'm squared away. But let's get into it. Okay, 6 secret banking bureaus that you may not be aware of. Now, number one, let's get right into it. You all know check systems, okay? Check systems, people know check systems, okay? Now, I got my notes, Jerome, okay? All right, check systems provides account verification services primarily for financial institutions, okay? It collects data, reports data on checking account applications, opens and closures of bank accounts, potentially even money market accounts, new checking accounts. So this is where many banks and credit unions are going now. If you're getting a business bank account and you're doing business and you're trying to get your own bank account, you don't want the second chance account, we've got check systems letters. We've got early warning letters. They can be modified to utilize for these other smaller bureaus that people may not be aware of, okay? So check systems, this is what I want to talk to you. Check systems is affiliated with Fidelity National Information Services, FNIS, okay? So you can get a free report every 12 months. Take a look. Now, Clarity Check Services, not everybody knows, is also affiliated with Fidelity National Information Services, FNIS. Okay, so this is number 2. Clarity Check Services collects checking writing history and provides check screening services primarily for retail merchants and gaming establishments who accept checks and payments. Okay, so just because you're in check systems doesn't necessarily mean you're in Clarity. And just because you're in Clarity doesn't mean you're in check systems, but you could because Fidelity National Information seems to be affiliated and potentially owning both of them. Okay, so it's very important to know who these little bureaus are talking to because everybody knows about check systems, but not everybody knows about Clarity Check Services. This could be affecting your ability to get your bank account, your ability to start business, your ability to repair your credit. All right, number three, okay, number 3, we're getting right through it, getting right into the nitty-gritty. Crosscheck Inc. Now check this out. This provides check verification and guarantee services for automotive sales and repair. So maybe you've gone to some place to get your car fixed or repaired, or maybe something that happened with, I don't know, maybe trying to purchase a vehicle or something, right? Now all of a sudden you're like, what's going on? Somebody said they have a lien or something on my car, or somebody's saying I didn't pay or something, or there's some inaccurate information, could be potentially keeping you from getting your bank account. A lot of people say, hey, check systems early warnings. What's going on? Check this other thing, cross-check. And you know what? I'll put up the stuff as well for the websites, crosscheck.com. Every 12 months, you can get a report, okay? You can get a report. Now, we're talking about check systems, talking about early warnings. So number 4 is early warnings. Early warnings, okay? Now this is co-owned, early warnings is co-owned by Bank of America, by BB&T, by Capital One, by JP Morgan Chase, by PNC Bank, by US Bank, and Wells Fargo. Early warnings is co-owned by all these banks. First of all, what are all these banks doing business together like this? Okay. Secondly, wouldn't this be a conflict of interest? Early warning something that is supposed to be kind of independent to report information to other banks now is owned by some banks. Now, this is what I'm saying is that some people say, hey, I'm not in check systems, I'm in early warnings. Maybe one of these, Bank of America's, Capital One's, the JP Morgan Chases, the PNC banks have utilized early warnings and have put you in there because they had issues, because they messed up, they had problems, and now it's affecting you somewhere else, some other big bank. Or maybe you go to a smaller credit union that doesn't have this issue and it's not utilized and paired up with these big banks using early warnings. Yeah, this is important stuff because if you can't get your merchant accounts, you can't get your business right, you can't get that started, you're gonna want, when you get your business going, it needs its own business bank account. Okay, so you don't want this stuff standing in your way. And you're saying, Brandon, the business stands on its own. Yes, but now they have part of this, all these federal guidelines that they need to know the people that are utilizing the banks for counter issues with people not being scrupulous, not using the banks properly, right? People trying to hide, not show who they are, and then they can't track down who the owners of the bank is, the bank checking accounts and stuff like that are. So they want to know who you are. So they're going to look into you, okay? Now, the next one, okay, we're at 5, we're almost there. And then we'll get to your Q's and A's and Q's, okay? Global Payment Checks Inc. Okay, Global Payments Inc. Now, this provides check screening services and verification services for various consumer-facing industries. Okay, that's all it says. Kind of shadowy. We don't know what. So who knows who's in there for what? Yeah. So it's a good idea. Hey, man, I've done seen myself in check systems and early warnings. Let me go ahead and pull these other reports just to double check. Global Payments Inc. All right. And finally, our 6th and final one, and then we'll get to your questions and answers, and then I gotta run to my meeting. That's why I'm in the nice collared shirts. I wish I had shaved. I had a chance. Had a chance to shave everything up. Man, what's the goatee looking like? Does it look all right? Let me know. Do I look okay? All right. Finally, without any further ado, the 6th one. Telecheck services, okay? This assists retailers, financial institutions, and other businesses in reducing fraud and other risks associated with accepting payments and opening accounts using check writing and other checking account related information. So this could potentially be there for you if you are utilizing a merchant account for your business. So you might want to take a look at Telecheck, okay? Telecheck is wholly owned by First Data Corporation. You can get a 12-month report every 12 months, okay? So we've gone over 6 secret bureaus that could be holding up your business credit, your credit repair. All right. We've gone over them real quick. We got the check systems. We got the early warnings, the Clarity Check services. We've got the Cross Check Inc. We got Global Payment Services and Telecheck services. Okay. This is all for you now. We've got the check systems letters, the early warning letters. You can also send them to these other bureaus that they're under the same reporting acts. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. I really appreciate you. We are very, very strong here. The subscribe tribe individuals are coming in. We've got some questions and answers. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm going to get to your questions right here, right now, and be mindful of the time because I do have to run to a meeting. It is business day, business time, but I want to get this good information out to you ASAP as quickly as possible. I have more time for us tomorrow on the weekend, on Saturday, because you know I go and do the long lives on the weekend, on Saturday. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, that bell for notifications. And yeah, let's get into your questions. And if you have, I'm going to put at the end here, oh, almost forgot. You want to make sure that you have my email address, because if we go through questions and I don't get through every question, I want to make sure that you can email me. Okay, you can get in touch with me. All right, looking great. Okay, good. So look good from a meeting. All right, good. Can I get a business credit card while I'm repaying my personal credit? Very good question. Yes. Short answer to that is yes. And let me explain why. Okay. Tailor-made. No, this ain't tailor-made. It's off the rack, brother. Just purchases at the store. All right. Can I get a business credit card while paying my personal credit? Yes. Now, if your credit score is strong enough and you're go ahead and given that personal guarantee, you don't have, your own business credit locked up for just the business and you're using your own personal score and it's strong enough, yes, you can get a business credit card. Okay. You can get a business credit card, and business credit cards most of the time will not report your utilization to your personal side, even with a personal guarantee. Now, there are some out there that will. Cap One, the Spark, tends to report to your personal side. So that would be the last one that I apply for, or utilize, or any of that stuff, okay? But business cards, the Chases are really good. Chase Inc., I think 0% APR, as long as you're making the minimum payments for 12 months. They also allow for balance transfers. Now, if you watched the last live streams this week, I put out how to get your credit utilization down. If it makes sense for you, in your scenario, your business credit card that doesn't report to your personal scores and your personal reports, you potentially could do a balance transfer of some debts on a personal side that maybe they were also for business. Who knows? Didn't know that you could get a business card, right? So you move those over from your personal side to your business side. Now all of a sudden you have no credit. You don't have all that credit utilization on the personal side. Now it's on your business, and it's not on your personal reports. It's only on the business side. Okay, so that is something that you can utilize. Chase Inc., 0%, and I don't think they have any fee for balance transfers and that stuff. So take a look. I think it's for 12 months and see if that works for you. All right. Nicole Riley, this happens. This happens. Okay. I did the validation letter, and the company responded back, sent a big old pamphlet, packets of bills that were created by the original Sprint. Okay. This happens. They will do this. They'll do this to confuse you, make you worry. Oh, we got every bill and this and that and the third, and doesn't this prove? No, we've seen it happen. We've seen people send stuff back to them to dispute with the bureaus again. Okay, Nicole, you send your next round to the bureaus. You send your next round to the collectors. They're pushing back to do this, to make you feel worried, to ask these questions and be concerned. Is this right? Am I going the right way? Yes, yes, yes. They are worried. They're sending you this stuff, hoping that you will get confused and worried and scared and not send your next round, okay? Need to open an office in Ohio. Hey, we can help you out from here, all right? Let me know, theawesomelifegroup.com. We got you. You need one in Ohio, though, huh? Donna, what company deals with apartments? Hey, Donna Jackson, thank you so much for being part of the subscribe tribe. We also have videos that I just put out. And this week has been all about these secret bureaus, the apartments, the bureau, the bank bureaus, the tenant screening services. Okay, and we've insurance all of this stuff coming out this week. So yes, I'll go over this for you real quick, and I'll let you know. And we have video out here on the live stream this week. So if you go back through and you're taking a look, you can see some of the 8. There's 8 tenant potential. 8 tenant, not all of them. One of them is Rent Bureau by Experian. Let me pull this stuff up, okay? You got Contemporary, and we'll go over this quickly because it's also out here on this channel as well, just this past week. Contemporary Information Corp, CIC, CoreLogic Rental Property Solutions, Experian Rent Bureau, okay? First Advantage Corporate Rental History Report, Leasing Desk or Real Page, screening reports, tenant data services, and TransUnion rental history services, Donna. But if you have a company that you're dealing with apartment complex and eviction, you might want to start with CoreLogic, LexisNexis first, go to the other bureaus, TransUnion rental screenings, Experian rental bureau, go from there. If you're still having issues, hit me up, email me, okay? And take a look at our last live streams as well. I go in depth, almost 15, 20 minutes on just those reporting agencies that do apartments. Okay, there we go. What next go around me? Nicole, next round, your next round of letters, Nicole. So 609creditrepair.com, we've got all the letters you need, the Beyond Committed package, right? And they all have all the rounds of letters. Your 609 dispute letters, you've got rounds that you send to them. You have validation letters that you have rounds to send to them. So I wanted to make sure because maybe you don't have our package. Maybe that's why you're confused and having a difficult time. Mr. Christmas, how do you get the business card without using your social security number? This is great. Okay. So on the online application, they typically ask for your social and they won't let you process it without your social. It'll pop up and it'll say this is mandatory. So people will give it and they will put their EIN in there and assume and hope and think that'll be on the EIN. Get something in the mail. Okay. Get an application in the mail. The print that you can print it out and you can only give the EIN. Okay. That's an option for you. Okay, but you have to have business credit established. You got to have the DUNS. You got to be D&B and the PAYDEX score and the FICO small business SS, the small business score, and all of your business credit scores. Okay, check your Experian reports. Check your small business reports. Okay, make sure that you have the vendors. Make sure you have the store cards. Okay, and then what you can potentially do is only apply under the EIN. Oh, it's a good business credit card to start for your first time. That's Chase Ink's pretty good. Chase Ink seems to be real good. All right. We like that one. 0% APR for almost 12 months. No balance transfers. Amex has a great line of business cards. The platinums, the golds, the platinums and the golds are really good. They give you a lot of membership reward points back if that's what you're into. Also, there's business cashback cards that some people like. I think Citi has a good, I think maybe 2% back. And so you might want to take a look at that. Carla W. Interesting. Not sure about them. You want to take a look at their company and see what's what. Not sure. Okay. I'm going to get timeshare off my credit report. Okay. So you can dispute with the bureaus, obviously. And they're going to have to substantiate stuff. But this issue with timeshare, and I've talked about this before, and I'm like, oh, they're awful. I'm really sorry. But there might be some companies out there specific to timeshare stuff, but just make sure that they're good. But dispute it, and see if they can come back with any signed deeds. Deeds in your situation would be a deed. Clones. All right. Clones want to buy the ebook and services, the package. I don't. Nicole Riley, I don't have your package. That's why. See, that's why. See, I knew it. I have to get the package. That's why. That's great. I'm glad you're a subscribe tribe member. I'm glad you're on the notification squad. You're asking me, you sent a validation letter. You're like, hey, what do I do next? What do I do next? Because that's why we have it in the Beyond Committed package. You've got videos to walk you through the process. You've got the letters. You've got everything that you need to knock this stuff out. So Nicole, I highly encourage you. But again, we're here for you as well. Okay. Email, the videos, everything that you need. You can get it. Beyond Committed package, 609creditpair.com, or we can do it for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Okay. Excellent. Can you dispute negative items from your business credit profile? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Now, we're talking business credit right now. Business credit profile has some different laws, okay? The Fair Credit Reporting Act is for consumer side. It's for us. It's a little different on the business side, okay? Can you dispute? Yes, we had stuff. We had the wrong CIC codes. We had the wrong, or sorry, not CIC, SIC codes, SIC codes. Right? Double check. Yeah, SIC code. It's a standard industrial classification. So they had us in the wrong classification. Surprisingly enough, on the business side, it's easiest to call. Okay. The consumer side, you send in the report, you send in the letters, boom, 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 boom. Okay. Business side, you get treated differently. Okay. And they want to help you on the business side. It's wild because they know businesses is where they're trying to make that, right? So we had the wrong SIC code. The years in business were incorrect. We needed to also update employees. They ask you how many employees you have. Yeah, guys, business credit side is interesting because they're looking at trade lines. They're looking at if you pay your bills on time for your score. But there's other things in your lending factors that are important, like your time in business. A lot of things want to see that you've been in business sometime, okay, to trust you. The SIC code is the right specific code so they feel comfortable with your industry. So maybe you're doing, you got a barbershop, or maybe you're doing vendor sales, spirits, or maybe you're doing something that is a little bit more risky, that is microchips. Okay, now why would you say microchips are busy? Microchips or computer stuff, they're called semiconductors. The semiconductor industry tends to be a little bit more cyclical, right? So they'll all work together to build something, maybe a new smartphone or something. They get that out, and then they're like, okay, well, we don't need that right now. okay? We don't need all that funding and those resources. We're doing this, and then we gear up for another big project. But if you got a barbershop or you're selling spirits, man, people sell alcohol and spirits all the time. People need their haircut all the time. You got a grocery store, people got to eat, okay? But when you're in the semiconductor business, you're doing microchips, come out with a new computer, new cell phone, coming out with a new camera, and then that project ends and you got to come out with a new product and you notice cell phones maybe once a year, twice a year, maybe every couple of years you're coming out with something, okay? So it can take your industry and they say, we don't want to give you funding or lending to you because we're uncomfortable with that, right? So we made sure that James from the Awesome Life Group checking in. What's up, B? Jay Reed, good to see you, brother. Hey, appreciate you on the live stream. All right, see, we got the Awesome Life Group in the house. We got this meeting I got to go to later with the group. All right, so yes, absolutely, you can dispute it. And it's cryptic. The business credit side isn't going to. This is what's interesting about the consumer side. It can be challenging, but you'll see the account and the partial account number, and you know if is it verified, unverified, late payments and stuff. The business side may not tell you every single trade line. You might have to figure it out when it was open. Okay, we opened this evolving account or this this trade line with this vendor around this time, so we think it's this, or we have something on here we don't know what this is. Please dispute the accuracy of this. And yeah, it's a little bit different. But business credit is interesting and it's intriguing, and I'll do more on it, and I'll pull down a hole. We do kind of like we did all the secret bureaus this week. We can have some time where we can just do business credit. I know everybody wants to know business credit, but we have so many individuals that want to get their personal credit squared as well, that I want to make sure that that gets squared away. Okay. RSI group. Okay. I have 90-day student loan late payment. What is the process to repair that? Okay. So I had 90-day late payments on my student loans. I had longer than that. Okay, I had longer than that. All right. It was interesting because the student loan company was reaching out to me at the time, and I was worried. I was like, oh man, they're trying to get me to pay. I was ducking and darting and diving and ducking and hanging out in the shadows. Right. But what they could have done on their voicemail or email, say, hey, we can do a deferment for you. Or just, you know, sent me a deferment. Hey, this is so you don't have to pay, blah, blah, blah. Right. So they don't tell you. So they let you get these late payments. And they don't tell you about the income driven plans, all this stuff, or at least not when I was doing it way back. So I had these late payments. How did I handle it? I did it with goodwill letters and disputed those late payments with the bureaus. Both. And actually 3. I did goodwill calls too. Okay. Calling. I wrote them and I disputed. Now, what you could do is you could start with the dispute process. Okay. You can dispute unverified late payments. They need to be able to substantiate your late payments when you pay it. A lot of times they have a difficult time doing that. So you can do that. You can potentially have it updated to positive. You could dispute the entire account if you want the entire account off. But if you only have 90-day late payments, you've been paying on time, you have all this good history, it's easy for you, you don't have much left, you're like, oh, I'm paying this sucker off. Then you have all of that good on-time payment history. You could also send a letter to exercise your equity to potentially get the entire account removed. And that's all well and good, but I'm not sure about your specific situation. Actually, if you tell me more about your specific situation, it's going to be a bit easier for me. And I will send you my email. You can let me know in the chat as well. You can do all those things. Now, with the dispute process, it may take a little time. It might come off. We have seen people's student loans come off. Okay, so people have had the entire student loans come off. So you have a lot of options there. Okay, nice. Cornita Awesome Life Group is in the house. All right. David, hi, Cornita. Give my regards to Scott. He's doing a great job for me. Excellent. Good to hear. We'll let Scott know. We appreciate you. Cornita's making sure that I'm on time for this meeting that we got. That's why I keep saying I got the nice shirt on. How do I look? Should I shaved? Should I have shaved? How do I look? I just look okay? I got to shave. I hadn't had much time. We got President's Day coming up. We got the 3-day weekend. Everybody working on their credit. I know I'm be working. I'm getting this content out for y'all. Okay. This is what I want to do for y'all. Okay. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications. You can do this for yourself. 609creditrepair.com. We can do it for you at the Awesome Life Group. All right. Cornita's here. I'm here. James is in the house. Scott's doing excellent for David, one of our other reps. Scott, I mean, we've got people. You can take a look at what we got and what we can do for you. We can help you with these erroneous, nasty late payments, these negative derogatory collections, these charge-offs, these repossessions, these student loans, these foreclosures, these bankruptcies, these nasty stuff. Okay? Hit us up. Hit me up. You got my email, all right? Calvin Kelly. Okay, you're nervous. You're scared. I have the bond committed package, but I'm nervous about starting the process. Should I verify with the bureaus of LIA with the collectors? Okay. So, number one, if it's inside the statutes of limitation, then they could continue to ask. They could continue to try to pursue you. Okay. They can continue to try, continue to try, continue to try. The keyword is try. Okay. They have to be able to substantiate. I personally found this out. Kind of, I mean, it's not necessarily the hard way or the wrong way or whatever, right? I didn't have anyone to tell me until I won our case. Okay, I had a lawyer. Okay, that helped me with my lawsuit. Collector sued me. It's not the most proud moment or whatever, but they did, right? They tried to take me to court, but they lost. We won the case. I won. Their case was dismissed. Why? Because they couldn't substantiate. They had no original signed contract. They had nothing. They had no data. And I saw the discovery, the list of what they had. We wanted to see how they stored the data, how they got the data, what computers it was on, who was accessing the data. It was just an insane chain of custody that they had to have, that my lawyer was able to draft up. And I started looking at it, and I started doing more research, and I realized that they had to be able to do this stuff to be able to not even take you to court, but to win. Right? Anybody could try to take you to court, but they can't win, right? So I saw that, and then I said, hey, you know, if that can't happen and they lost and they dismissed the case and it's still on my report, well, then I should be able to dispute the validity of this, right? I went through the process and I started doing my research and I started sending out letters, and sure enough, it came off, right? So yeah, you can be nervous. You can be worried. I was worried. I was nervous when I went through that process, but we've seen results. It's possible. You can dispute, you can fight, you can do this process, okay? They want you to be nervous. They want you to be scared. They want to intimidate you, okay? Now, I'm not telling you what to do, okay? What should you do? It's up to you. It's up to you what you do, Calvin, Kelly, Mr. Kelly. It's up to you. It's up to you, okay? Whatever you feel is optimal for you. If you want to start slow, hey, you can jump on the selflenders.com, the secure credit card builders, the stuff to build up your credit, the AU trade lines, the primary trade lines, the My Jeweler Clubs card, the New Coast Direct. You can take care of that stuff. First, boost up your credit and start seeing positive stuff going that way. Maybe that's all you need to maybe get your home or your car. Who knows what your specific situation is? So everyone's results are a little bit different and will vary. So please, when you're watching this, please understand that I can get you more specific information if you'd like to email me, okay? So I want to make sure that you know. Let's see here. Make sure that you have my email. All right, we are getting close to wrapping this up. I got to run to our meeting at the Awesome Life group, and let's see. Please list the 6 in the chat. I probably should list the 6 in the chat before I run off to this meeting. Okay, and let me put these in here for you. Okay, you're very welcome, Kelvin. You're very welcome, Mr. Kelly. I appreciate you. Ollie, did you send out the letters? Okay, yeah, that's great. That's hilarious, man. That's great. Have a great and fun meeting. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna put these things in here for you. The 6. These are their sites, so you have them. Hopefully the typing is not too loud. And thank you all to the subscribe tribe for showing up on a Friday morning. All right. I know people are getting ready for their long weekend. Enjoy your long weekend. Know Your boy is working on this stuff, getting more information for you guys. Thank you very much for such a wonderful, supportive crew here. Subscribe, chime, notification gang. I'm going to put up, thank you and enjoy your long weekend. Have a great time. I appreciate you all watching the replay. Thumbs up if this video helped you out. Hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications, 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at the Awesome Life Group. Till I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.